Dr. King, what are the main goals of your visit to Armenia?
I am just honored and delighted to be in Armenia. And I came to hear about a group of strong, resilient, resolute people who for 2,000 years have stood on Christian values. I have seen more than I expected, and I'm encouraged by the testimony and the stories. So my goals now are to share with what I call my prayer partners, because I'm a Christian evangelist, I pray, and to tell them about these wonderful Christians who still have their values. So my goal is for others to know more about Armenia.
What are some of the recent threats and challenges faced Armenians, Christians?
The challenges that the Armenians experience are not new. It continues. And so very often what the Armenians have experienced, and many of us across generations and cultures around the world, we don't remember to tell our children and our grandchildren about those experiences. And so when that evil force rises again, our children are not always prepared to face them. So of course that is a challenge. Having adequate weapons to stand as peacemakers, not warriors. But they need good weapons. They need honor and respect. And I agree with that. Perhaps some sanctions from neighbors who know what is good and just. I think that would help as well.
What specific action will the delegation take to document the condition in Armenia?
Each member of the delegation has a certain audience, a certain community, certain opportunities and influence. And so we will use our prayers and our influence to have the world know that Armenia needs our agreement, our partnership.
What stance do you suggest the U.S. should take toward the Azerbaijani occupation of Nagorno-Karabakh?
As a Christian evangelist who lives in the United States of America, as a niece of the famous Christian Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., my recommendation to America is to be very glad that there is a nation who still has Christian values. And because America was founded on a Christian foundation, we should be honored to agree with this nation.
Have you met already the Nagorno-Karabakh citizens who forcibly was displaced from Artsakh?
I have met many citizens who have experienced personally or have family members that have been displaced and terrorized actually and oppressed because of their Christian values. I have met and heard many testimonies, and I've been able to pray and to encourage.
At this moment, there are Artsakh politicians in Azerbaijani jails. How do you assess the situation with them?
I always am moved by what my uncle Martin Luther King Jr. would have said, man's inhumanity to man. In other words, human dignity. People who have differing opinions because we are one blood and one human race, according to the Bible, Acts 17:26. Human dignity would not agree that it's okay to imprison and torment and torture people. That is wrong. And so for all political prisoners in this situation or any situation, I continue to pray that God's mercy will move on the hearts of those who want to harm them through oppression.
As an American, how do you feel that America, the most democratic country, sat back and watched how the ethnic cleansing happened? What can you say about it?
All of America did not sit back and just watch. Much of America is in agreement, in sympathy, and in prayer. And so all of America did not sit back and agree. Maybe our politicians, maybe those in authority, and they definitely need to do more. and we will do our part in making the message very clear.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.